Let's start with the brain, from how it works and precisely how the reward mechanism works. It is such a system who responds for nice feelings. This system then boots up when something nice happens to us. For example, when we give to our body a healthy dose of physical exercise or we eat something tasty. The same system turns on then too when something bad happens, for example, when we get hurt or when we are experiencing severe stress. In both groups of situations, substances are produced in our brain called endorphins. They have an analgesic effect, and in large quantities, they can lead to euphoria. Endorphins are a kind of reward for something what is good for our body and also a natural anesthetic that allows you to survive difficult times. Endorphins are similar to morphine, that is a substance with action analgesic obtained from opium poppy juice. Since its discovery, many similar drugs have been created, also synthetic, which are primarily intended to combat pain. These are very strong drugs and at the same time dangerous to the body because in large doses and frequently taken, they can cause euphoria and lead for addiction, while simultaneously degrading the nervous system. In our brain, opioid drugs work similarly to endorphins, connect to opioid receptors on the surface of neurons, which cause that we feel good, that we don't feel pain. We experience euphoria, so much that endorphins appear in natural situations and are produced in not very large quantities, whereas painkillers, especially drugs, are very powerful and in large doses, which naturally they do not appear in the brain. And these large doses cause these differences because taking large amounts of these substances is deadly dangerous for humans. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid. It was synthesized 60 years ago, and it is more or less 100 times stronger painkiller than morphine. Opioid drugs are administered, for example, to patients suffering from severe chronic pain due to the fact that they work quickly and bring relief for a long time. Doctors have been very helpful for many years. Be careful when administering opioids, they only prescribe them for severe pain like this one, an example occurring after surgery, or a person with terminal cancer. Man under the influence of fentanyl may experience hallucinations and no sense of fear. Sometimes addicts feel addicted as if they were daydreaming. When the effect of the medicine wears off, confusion and irritability appear in people taking it for a long time. Fentanyl muscle pain occurs joints and head. Convulsions and memory concentration disorders, extreme mood swings are also common, from euphoria to depression. This leads to feelings of hopelessness, fear and frustration. Addicted, they lose interest, passions, responsibilities, work with loved ones. They start acting and looking like zombies. Fentanyl overdose is a condition that requires immediate treatment medical assistance. If overdose is suspected or occurs symptoms that suggest this condition, you should call an ambulance. Many drug dealers mix cheaper fentanyl with other substances, such as heroin, cocaine, MDMA, and methamphetamine, which often makes that it is difficult to determine which drug is causing an overdose. Naloxone is a drug that can treat a fentanyl overdose, provided that it will be administered immediately. It works quickly by binding to receptors opioids and blocking the effects of opioids. However, fentanyl is more potent from other opioids such as morphine, which may require repeated use doses of naloxone. Over the past 25 years in the United States, number of opioid overdose victims amounted to approximately 1 million. Each year, however, this number is higher than in the previous year. In 2000, the number of opioid overdose victims was about 10,000 people. 2 decades later, it is almost 100,000.